I am the Drewster. Drewster here, Drewster's Corner. We're working on week 3 of the NFL, getting you ready for some action. We're going to start you out. I went 9-7 last week. Not too bad. Some of these games are really just going nuts. Some of these teams, I don't know what's happening. Got a bunch of upsets. Things are happening, but we're going to get it straightened out by the middle of the year. We'll be working on our percentages. All right, so we're going to go into week 3 of the NFL. Thursday night game tonight, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. It's 4.5. Cleveland's minus 4.5, 38. Mitch, you're doing okay, but the kid from Pitt, he's in your back pocket. He's chomping at the bit to get in there, so you better start doing something. If you plan on keeping that starting job. So came up short last week, but that's okay. Cleveland, what happened to you? You had a big lead against the Jets, and you couldn't do shit. You couldn't do nothing. The Jets beat you. That's horrible. I'm not picking you this week. I'm sorry. I can't. I know you're at home, but it's 4.5 points. And Cleveland and Pittsburgh always plays tough. So we're going to go with the Steelers plus the 4.5. And the 38, I don't know. Could be a 20. It's going to be a close game. So over, under, maybe take the over. All right, moving on. We got Houston at the Bears. The Bears, you ran the ball well. Let me tell you something. I went to the game. I was at Lambeau. Atmosphere was good. Players were good. But you can't win. Let me throw a little shout out to the Bears coaches here. You can't win an NFL game throwing the ball 11 times. 11 times. He was 7 for 11 in an NFL game. You're not going to win. You're not going to win if you throw the ball 11 times. Yeah, you rush for 200 yards. Who gives a shit? Okay? And the Packers, just so you know, the Packers didn't play well. Everybody's, the Packers won, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, special teams coach, let me give a little shout out to you. Let the ball hit and go in the end zone and take it at the 25. At the end of the second quarter, going into the third, you had no momentum. You couldn't do everything. And every single time you stop them on defense, they put the ball to the goal line and you bring it out. Let it go to the 25. You had nothing going on offense except running the ball. And then you kept getting stuck in your 10, 15-yard line, and you punt the ball, and they're getting at the 40. You can't give the Green Bay Packers the ball at their own 40, okay? Wake up, Bears. You had that game. You could have won that game. Aaron Rodgers didn't play well. Look at his stats. They had one big bomb. That was it. Other than that, they rushed the ball well. We have to clean up our defense. But I'm telling you, I didn't see the play. I haven't had a chance to check it. I don't know if Fields got in, but that's bullshit call. You walk up to the line like the old GOAT does. You're like 6'6" or whatever the fuck Fields is. You grab the ball and you put it over the line over the top. Don't go shotgun and go running it in. Just push the guy into the goddamn pile. All right, we're done with the Bears. We're taking you -3 against Houston. Lovey's coming to town. Hopefully Lovey will lay down and die for us. But Houston's playing pretty good for him. So we're going to take the Bears -3 because it's a field goal. So that's it. All right. Detroit at Minnesota. Minnesota, you had opportunity after opportunity to get back in the game. Kirk Cousins, you threw some bad INTs. Detroit came up big with their first win. Minnesota's -6 and 53. We thought since you played the Packers so well in week 1, you're going to come in, you're going to go in and you're going to play decent. You couldn't do anything. And Philly, you played well, but you didn't play that great, okay? I read between the lines. All right? But we're taking Minnesota at home, -6. Detroit's playing well. They got confidence because they're got a couple wins. I don't know. I'm just going to say Minnesota's going to win this game at home. If you want to, I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to be bad again. You get the good and the bad. You got the bad. Now you're going to have some good. He's coming home. They'll play well. They'll start throwing the ball to Jefferson and all those guys. They'll probably beat them by 6, but we're taking Minnesota. The 53. You could take the over. You could take the over if you want. All right, we're going to move on to get through some of these games. We got Baltimore -3 at New England at 43.5. Baltimore's -3. New England, you played a tough game last week. I give it to you. Baltimore, I don't know what happened. You're up 3 touchdowns, and you let Miami come back. But that's the reason why they went out and got Tyreek Hill. Because the guy walked all over you at the end. You can't bump him off the line. You have to have a deep safety on that guy's side of the field. Now, I don't know what you're not watching from last year and the year before with KC, but Tua can throw the fucking ball, and I don't know what's going on why you're not having a safety back there with Tyreek Hill. It makes no sense. I'm not even a defensive coordinator, but you put me out there, I guarantee we're going to stop that motherfucker from running. All right, Baltimore, you gave up the big plays. We're taking you on the road at New England. All right. New Orleans -3 at Carolina. 43.5. Well, the over on the Baltimore game is 43.5. I say they clean up the defense. Let's take the under. Okay. New Orleans -3 against Carolina. Carolina's 40.5. They keep getting into these struggle games, Carolina. Defense is playing good. Baker, I don't know what's going on. You're not moving the offense at all. We're going to take New Orleans -3. Even if it's a field goal game and you take New Orleans, it could be a push. You don't have to worry about it. But we're taking New Orleans. Take the over in that game. It's 40.5. You throw them on a teaser, you can bring it down. They'll probably cover. All right, KC -5.5 at Indy at 50.5. Indy, you suck. You couldn't even score a point against Jacksonville. I mean, I understand it, but you didn't get in shit. You know what? You came alive in the second half against Houston, but you can't do anything against Jacksonville. Anything. I don't know what's going on. You're going up against a great fucking football team in the Kansas City Chiefs. I know you're at home and you're all excited, but guess what? You're going 0-3. I'm sorry, man. You're going 0-3. Matt Ryan, you came to the wrong team because I thought this team was ready, and I can't take Indy anymore. I took you 2 weeks in a row, and 2 weeks in a row disappoint me. We're taking KC to cover the 5.5, 50.5. I don't know. I don't know if you can score points. We're just going to take the under on that. All right, moving on. We got Philly -6.5, 47 at Washington. Here is Carson's Wentz redemption. He wants to get back at Philly for getting rid of him. But guess what? Philly's defense is too good. I know you had a big day, throwing the ball couple weeks in a row, but Philly's going to shut you down. They're going to show you why they got rid of you. Philly's going to win the game. -6.5. Oh, I don't know. Can they beat them by 7? Maybe by 7, but we'll see what happens. 47, take the over. Okay. We got Buffalo -5.5 at Miami. This game is going over. Take the Buffalo Bills. -5.5. It might be close, but I think they're going to cover that. They should cover most of their spreads. This spread should be 10 the way Buffalo's playing. I'm telling you, people, this is a complete football team. I've been watching them in training camp. I've been reading about them. A complete football team, all right? I'm telling you, they could go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games old. You don't know. But this is going to be a test for them against Miami with that high-power offense. So we're going to take the over in the game, and we're going to take Buffalo -5.5. All right, Cincinnati -6 at the Jets. Jets. They came back last week. Joe Flacco doing a good job. Unbelievable. But guess what? That's not going to happen against Cincinnati. Cincinnati going 0-3. You went to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, you can't throw the ball. What is going on with this offense? I put my confidence in you 2 weeks in a row. But guess what? You're getting 3. You're getting 3, Joe Burrow. You better show up. Juicer's not going to put up with this much longer from a team that went to the Super Bowl. Okay, let's go. Let's get it done. Cincinnati is a guaranteed, ding, guaranteed for the Juicer this week. Okay? All right. Cincinnati -6. Take them all day. 45. I don't know. That's right at the number. It might be right there. Okay, Las Vegas Raiders -2 against Tennessee at 45.5. I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. You had the game 2 weeks in a row. You let it go. Tennessee, same thing. But you got shellacked against Buffalo, I'll tell you that. So, with that said, that's the only reason this game would be even to me. It's Raiders -2, but I'll take Tennessee at home because I believe they're going to bounce back after that bad loss. Okay, we got Jacksonville At LA Chargers. Chargers are -7. 47 is the over and under. Jacksonville got a good win last week. You played well in week 1. I didn't think you were going to take down Indy, but you did. But this Charger team is good. Justin Herbert's had time to with his ribs. So we're going to take the Chargers at home. It's 7. So if you take them straight, you push, you don't lose. So we're going to take the Chargers -7, 47. I think it could happen. It could happen. All right, moving on. We got Atlanta -5 at Seattle 42. We're going to zip through that game. Mariota been playing well for a couple weeks. You haven't got a win, but you're going to get one this week. All right? Atlanta -0.5. 0.5. So it's a pick-em game. I'm taking Atlanta over Seattle. I can't stand those uniforms in Seattle. That fucking green, that lime green is terrible. I don't know who made that call. Promotional person. Whoever does the jerseys over there, you need to wake up, okay? You're not winning this week. You're done. All right, LA Rams -3.5 at Arizona. Arizona coming back on the big comeback like Kyle Murray always does. Runs around, throws the ball. They get in there, they tie the game, and they win in overtime. Impressive. But you should never got that far. The Rams are for real. Stumbled the first week. Came up big last week. I think they go into Arizona and get a win. Rams win. It's 3.5. Could be a close game, but we're going to take the Rams. All right. Green Bay at Tampa. Tampa's -1. Couple of old-timers here. You got the GOAT against Rodgers. I'm telling you, Green Bay did not look that. I was at the game. They didn't look that good. They ran the ball well. He got some key throws. I'll admit it, and they got the points. But they don't look as good as people think they are. We're going to take Tampa -1 at home. All right. San Francisco -2 at Denver. 44.5. Welcome back, Jimmy G. I've been saying it from the beginning. This Lance kid was going to have a problem. You should have kept Jimmy G in there. Jimmy G, you took a pay cut, and look now. They're turning to you. Now they're turning to you, Jimmy G. You got to come through. You took them to the Super Bowl, but apparently they don't remember that in Frisco. Don't want to give you the money. They think this Lance kid is good, but guess who's in the reins now? Jimmy G back in Frisco, -2 against Denver. This is a tough call. Russell Wilson played somewhat, but Denver, what's going on? You had to struggle to win that game last week. I think the 49ers are going to come in and win. 49ers -2. I'll take them. No problem. That's the Sunday night game. Move on to Monday. We got the surprising Dallas Cowboys against the New York Giants. The Giants surprisingly 2-0. -1 today on Monday night at 39. Can you believe it? I can't believe it myself. Dallas totally didn't think you were going to come in with that kid and do anything. The defense woke up. Very surprising. You beat the Super Bowl champs. And the G-men are riding high, but it's been down to the wire with them winning these 2 games. I think Dallas puts them in their place, even though with the other kid, maybe the running game will be good, but we're going to take Dallas +1 on the road. That's Juicer's Corner, week 3 in the NFL. Good luck, people. Oh, let me I didn't throw it out last week. Let me throw it out this week. LA Chargers, Cincinnati, guaranteed teaser. 6-point teaser. LA Chargers, Cincinnati, guaranteed winner. I'm going to throw a parlay at you. Baltimore, Tampa Bay, and Atlanta. 3-game parlay. Juicer's giving it to you. Here's the money. We're going to win it, and I'm out.